Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm bringing you another epic build to the channel. This solar warlock build puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand, and yes, just like Doc Ock, but only better. You are going to scorch and incinerate your enemies out of existence, while also having a blast with the sunshot. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this build. Alright, so I'm gonna be real with you guys. I just recorded footage on the new Nightfall this week for your gameplay, and to be honest, I quit like not even halfway through. It is fucking ridiculous. It is awful. It is so boring. I just realized my ghost does not match my fit at all. Anyways, besides me ranting, let's get in the build. Obviously, you're gonna want to run solar. Super's up to you. Both these are pretty good now. Daybreak isn't that bad, although it's probably better Dawn Course, but I still have it on because why not? But obviously, Well of Radiance meta is huge right now, no matter what build you're running, so most of you are probably going to go for that, but it's up to you. Phoenix Dive, I believe, is big with this build because I'm going to include Heat Rises a lot with this. And also, it's 55-second base cooldown. You're going to get it all the time with these grenades. You'll see why soon. And I don't know, overall, I think Phoenix Dive is better than the rifts that you pretty much have to send the entire time. So I like to run this. I tested these two melees out, and it's sad. This one has more range, and I feel like you can hit them from wherever you are at, but it just does not proc your sun bracers that often. It will, but I don't know if the Scorch doesn't count or what it is, but I just wouldn't run this. I'd rather run an Incinerator Snap because it's a 30-second less cooldown, and you can use it more consistently, and it works, so I would just go with that. Obviously, solar grenades, if you're not putting solar grenades on, good luck trying this build, I guess, but yeah, just put that on, please. Two aspects, I have Touch of Flame and Heat Rises. Touch of Flame is a must-need, obviously, with the solar grenades. Increases their duration and the blobs of lava, whatever that means. I think it just makes it wider or something, so run that. And then I'm running Heat Rises. Obviously, if you're not running Phoenix Dive and you don't want to incorporate some of the Heat Rises stuff in this build, you can run Icarus if you just can't live without that. Everyone loves that dash, but I like to run Heat Rises, and you'll see why soon. For our fragments, I'm running Ember of Ashes because, more Scorch stacks. I feel like this is a must-need on almost all solar builds unless you're not really going into that. The Scorch stacks are going to be really nice with these grenades, especially if you throw like 5 at one guy. It's just going to annihilate him, so run that. Second fragment, I'm running Ember of Searing. Defeating Scorch targets grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. We're basically going to get fire sprites all the time, and, well, you'll see the melee energy. Fragment, I'm running Ember of Mercy. When we revive allies, we get restoration, and they get restoration too. And picking up a fire sprite grants restoration, so it's pretty good, especially since we're gonna be getting so many of these fire sprites. Finally, for the fourth fragment, this is up to you. If you're not doing Heat Rises or any of that stuff, you don't have to run this, I guess. But I'm running this because we're gonna use Sunshot a lot, and that's gonna give us fire sprites. And also, Heat Rises keeps you in the air basically the entire time. And this gives us some airborne effectiveness, which is actually really nice with the Sunshot. And also we get increased recovery for the stacks we have from Ember of Tempering, which is really nice because we're healing a lot too. So this is very underrated. I like to run this. Your weapons don't matter that much at all, except for Sunshot. I like to run this with the theme of the build, and also it's got a nice buff. It does Scorch now instead of the normal burn. And it's just great for ad clear, especially with the 20% buff all hand cannons got with this mid-season update, so I love to run this at the moment. Finally, for your armor, I got 2 Ashes to Assets and a Solar Siphon. Make sure you're running Sun Bracers. Once again, if you don't have this on, why are you even here? I have a Firepower, Heavy-Handed, and Focusing Strike on. Focusing Strike with that fragment, Ember of Searing, where I was getting the melee energy from defeating Scorched targets. Works nicely with this, so I definitely run this. On the chest armor, I'm running 1 charged up and arc damage resistance and solar. I guess that's up to you, but I recommend the charged up. On leg armor, I'm running a stacks on stacks, so we get 2 charges instead of 1 when we pick up an orb, and 2 solar weapon surges, so our Sunshot is doing even more damage. Finally, on the Warlock bond, I'm running 2 bombers and time dilation, so we go up to, I think it's like 15 seconds on the armor charge for our solar surge, which is nice, and every time we Phoenix Dive, we're gonna get some grenade energy back too, so I like to run this. And the last thing I'd recommend, like in my Solar Titan build, is going in here and putting this perk on where collecting a fire sprite gives you an armor charge, because it comes in handy, especially if we're going to want to keep our solar surge going. So put that on. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy this build. It's honestly really fun for ag clear. I wouldn't say this is like the craziest build ever. I've seen some cool clips online, even like being able to cheat some bosses and stuff, but definitely like Starfire Protocol and that stuff is still like meta, but this is really fun. And who knows, this might even be close to meta, but give it a try and let me know. Obviously, you can change some things around if you want, but this is just how I have fun with the builds. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and maybe subscribe if you're new. And I'll talk to you guys later.